On these word problems is to look through and see what two variables they're giving me to use and what they stand for. Because I see there's this m and this h of m, and I need to know what they mean. So it says that h of m is the current altitude of the plane, and that m is the number of minutes. So here's what's going to happen. They're either going to give me the altitude and ask me how many minutes it would take to hit that altitude, or they're going to give me the number of minutes that the plane has been descending and ask me what its current altitude is. I just have to look and see what they gave me. And notice this actually should be an H instead of an M. That's a typo. So, H of 3.5. Notice the 3.5 is where the M is in this equation. So they gave me the minutes. So they tell me 3.5 minutes have passed since this plane started descending. If they gave me the minutes, it means they're asking me the other thing. What is the current altitude of the plane? So here's what I have to do to put this into words. What is the altitude, because they're asking me the altitude of the plane, after 3.5 minutes. You need to have both parts. That's what they're asking. Don't calculate anything. Don't put anything into the equation. Just interpret what this thing is asking you. What did it give you? Hey, it told me it was 3.5 minutes. What's it asking? Then what's the altitude of the plane? Have those two parts together. So what is the altitude of the plane after 3.5 minutes? Now, in this case, they didn't give me the m. They said find m, so find the number of minutes, which means what they gave me was the altitude of the plane. So in how many minutes, maybe? In how many minutes will the altitude be $18,000? We're assuming this is feet, but you know what? They didn't give me units in this case, so I'm not going to put them on. They really should have said something about where h of m is the current altitude of the plane in feet after m minutes, but if they gave me units, I would have put them there. So they're asking me for m. They're asking me for the number of minutes. Find the number of minutes. So in how many minutes will the altitude be 18,000? I did the second one first, so let's go back and do the first one. So notice in this case, they didn't give me W. They say find W. So I got to go figure out what W stands for. W is the number of weeks. So if they're asking me to find the number of weeks, I'm just going to start my answer. In how many weeks? I don't even know what it's about yet. I'm just going to say in how many weeks, because they're asking me how many weeks. Now I got to go find out what they gave me. They gave me this, and it says that that is the total amount of money she has saved. I don't even read the rest of the problem all the time. I might scan it. Okay, she's saving money to buy a car. And so how many weeks will she have saved and since this is money, I'm going to go ahead and write the units, $1,200. Notice how I just skipped right to what are they asking for? They're asking for W. What does that mean? Oh, so they're asking in how many weeks? And what did they give me? What's this 1,200 mean? Oh, it means she's already saved $1,200, or she's going to save $1,200. How many weeks is that going to take? In this case, they didn't give me the same thing. They gave me the number that is inside the parentheses, and inside the parentheses is W. So they gave me 52 weeks. So in 52 weeks, and then they're asking for the other thing, how much money has she saved? In 52 weeks, how much money will she have saved? So they gave me the weeks, they're asking how much money she saved or will she have saved. In this case, they're asking for the weeks, but they're telling me how much money she saved. That's all you're doing on these problems. Do not plug numbers in and evaluate for an answer.